Good afternoon, class.
Good afternoon, sir.
How are you feeling today? Are you feeling good?
Yes, sir.
Have you eaten already?
Yes, sir.
Well, whether you have or you haven't, don't worry. Because today I'll be feeding you lots of fun and knowledge. So before we begin, let me introduce myself. I am Mr. Aaron Retegio, but you can call me Sir Red. And I will be your teacher for today's lesson. So I'm excited to learn and have fun with you as we explore one of our very own traditional Filipino games. But before we start, let me ask the secretary if there are any absentees for today. Okay, thank you. There are no absentees for today. So if there are any trashes of paper inside your chairs, can you pick them up and kindly arrange your chairs. So before we proceed, let's visit our classroom rooms to ensure a fun, safe, and respectful environment. Everyone, please read the classroom rules.
Classroom rules. Be respectful. Raise your hand if you want to speak. Engage fully. Never give up. Take responsibility.
So do you agree to follow these rules, class?
Yes, sir.
Again, do you agree to follow these rules?
Yes,
Awesome. Now let's have some fun. So before we dive into our lesson, let's wake our bodies and minds up and take a short warm-up exercise for the quick reaction game. So this game will help us get alert and sharp. This is especially because when we play traditional games, we need to be sharp and quick. So here's how it works. So I will give a command, and all you need to do is follow it right away. So if I say hop, you hop in place. And if I say freeze, you stop immediately. And if I say slide, you move side to side. So am I clear?
Yes,
So
sir.
I request everybody to stand up and kindly put your chairs beside that side in order for us to have Okay, are you ready, class?
Yes,
Again, are you ready?
sir. Yes,
Okay, now let's begin. Hop, jump, hop, jump, run, freeze, touch your toes, squat, spin around. Okay. Wow, you did great. That was fun, wasn't it?
Yes,
Give yourselves a round of applause. So confidence here. Was it challenging for you quickly? Okay. So in playing traditional Filipino games, you need to stay focused, be quick, and move smart. That's why we are going to explore this topic today. So alright class, now that we have been energized our minds and bodies, let's take a short trip down memory lane. So I want you to watch this short video playing a particular traditional Filipino games. Look closely, notice the teamwork, the excitement, and the energy. So please watch the video. Okay, that's enough. So now let me ask you a few questions. So what have you noticed in the video? Yes, let's ask Mr. Zamoras. What have you noticed in the video?
Uh, so I noticed kids playing Parentero.
Right? You notice the lines, movements, and how the players work together. Great observation. Now, do you know what kind of game they were playing? Let's have Miss Byron. Do you know what kind of game they were playing? Yes, you are correct. They were playing Patintero, a game some of us might recognize. So who among you here has played Patintero before? Where did you play? Yes, I see Mr. Montaliana raising his hand. Where have you ever played Patintero before?
Yes,
Where
sir.
did you play it?
In when I was a child, I usually play outside in our house.
Okay, how about Miss Ubag? I see you raised your hands earlier. Have you ever played Patintero?
Yes.
So when and where did you play it? So,
Yes.
so where
With
did
my
you play it?
friends.
Wow. So you are right. I myself also play Patintero back in the days. Sometimes we play it during recess or sometimes in an open space. Now let me ask you a question. How did that feel when you were playing Patintero with your friends or neighbors? Was it engaging or fun?
Yes.
Yes, that's how Miss Olivia. Did you enjoy engaging in Patintero with your friends and neighbors?
Yes.
Yes, it is really is fun because of the bonding experience. Am I right?
Yes,
Okay. So based on your observation, do you still see children playing patintero in our community today?
Yes.
I can say so, Miss Ola.
So, for me, wala rin naman pinapatulog ko ito because nowadays, children are exposed to gadgets. They usually play mobile games.
Okay. So how about Mr. Sapanedo? Do you still see children playing patintero today? Okay, it is interesting how it is becoming less common nowadays. So my question is, can someone give me a reason why you think games and patintero are not popular as anymore? Just Miss Benitez, what do you think is the reason why games like patintero is not as popular anymore? Yes, what else? What else, Miss Kilo? Wow, thanks God. So those are great thoughts. So things really change. So it is important we should talk about why and how we could bring it up. So thank you for sharing your thoughts and insights. So your answers are really important. You see, Patintero is not just a game. It is part of our heritage. So it teaches us teamwork. It helps us feel a sense of belonging and it reminds us who we are as Filipinos. So now that we are all energized and focused, let's begin our lesson. So today we are going to talk about one of the one of the most exciting traditional Filipino games. Everyone, please read.
Nilagay ko pala sa
So
ulo ng
today we
video.
are going to talk about
Nilagay sa pala sa ulo ng
So
video.
this game is more than just pastime. It reflects our Filipino identity, values, and teamwork. So as we learn today about Patintero, I hope you'll discover its cultural significance and appreciate the need to preserve it. So before we begin, let us first look at our objectives. May I request everybody to please read the objectives out loud.
the students should be able to identify the rules and mechanics of Montero and describe strategies for its preservation
Please read.
Patintero, also known as Tubigan or Paramanaga, is one of the most popular street games played by Filipino children. It is traditionally played on moonlight nights, especially during fiestas or when the power is out. The name Patintero comes from the Spanish word "tinta," which means ink, referring to the lines drawn on the ground as a playing court.
Okay, so back then, Filipino kids didn't have gadget or internet. So it is more fun way back then. So do you agree?
Yes, sir.
So most kids would gather outside, draw lines using chalk or charcoal to play this high energy competitive game called Patentero. So now I'll show you this diagram. So what do you know? So take a moment to observe the diagram closely. So, so what have you noticed in the diagram? May I request Miss Kitara on her one, what does she notice in the diagram?
I noticed that there are circles that kasi the word represents mga each player of the game.
Huh? Again?
Well, for me, we notice that diagram guy, the circle represents the mga players of the game.
Okay, very good. You are right. So these grid lines represent the structure of the game. So does this diagram look familiar to anyone? What do you think this diagram is used for? That's how Miss Amokia. Does this diagram look familiar to you?
Yes, sir. Also, it
What do you think this diagram is used for?
used for playing the patintero.
Okay, you are correct. So this diagram is often used in traditional games like Patentero. So have you ever played Patentero using this board?
Yes.
Okay, so awesome. This lesson or the some of you have first-hand experience playing Patentero. Now let me ask another question. So when you played, did you follow any rules or position like who played or who ran? Yes, why can you say something on that? Did you follow any rules?
Yes, before we start playing patintero, wala naman fix because I didn't have isang bawal, isang bawal, isang ay actually saya.
Okay, thank you for sharing your observation and experiences. So now that we have seen the diagram and talked about how some of you played Patentero, let's take a closer look at the actual rules and mechanics of the game so that we can all understand how it is actually played and how each part of the board is used. Now let's proceed to the rules and mechanics of Patentero. Everyone, please read.
Rules and mechanics. The game is played by the two teams, the towers and the runners. The board is a rectangular grid divided into equal sections. The towers are assigned to guard the lines and prevent runners from passing. The goal of the runners is to go from one end of the court to the other and back without being trapped. Towers can only move side to side on their assigned lines, except for the center tower, who can move vertically across the middle. Once the runner is tagged, they're out. The game continues until all runners are tagged or complete their round trip.
Okay, thank you for reading.
Okay, after that, unsa sunod ko si Lex?
So after this, I will have another learning activity.
What activity?
I will say a statement and if the statement is true, the student will stand up, and if it is false, the students will remain seated.
Is that your application?
No, that is my learning activity, then I will proceed to the application.
So what application?
So application is they will demonstrate themselves what is patented. Then after that, the assignment,
Okay, so
actually,
where's the rubrics? Can I see?
because the space here is not one enough for my visual aids to present. So here is my rubrics. So the students will be graded according to these rubrics.
Okay, so next application generalization.
I beg your pardon.
What next in your application? What next?
Yes, next for my application is of course the evaluation. So the evaluation is a multiple choice quiz containing 5 items only.
Okay, so
Then the last part is the assignment. in
your
which
assignment.
They will create a poster that promotes Patentero.
Okay, thank you. Congratulations!